Hey fam, I want you to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Roland S. Martin. And don't forget to turn on your notifications. We also have Senator Elizabeth Warren today, who dropped her plan to how to get rid of $1.46 trillion in student loan debt. She calls it a drag on the economy, and she wants to forgive up to $50,000 of debt for more than 42 million Americans. And she said that would, of course, be paid for by a wealth tax that affects only 75,000 families, taxing wealth, not income. The tax begins at net worth over $50 million. Lots of folks on the campaign trail have been talking about this. Senator Elizabeth Warren also is getting lots of kudos for her plans to deal with the issue of racial inequality. The problem, though, if we look at polling numbers, she's not going up the polls. So she's dropping proposals left and right, but it's not actually garnering lots of attention. Real quick here, Avis, I think what's going to happen is when you go to these debates beginning in June, this will be the opportunity for her on a large scale to be able to speak to these issues on stage with other candidates in a way to get some traction. Right now, you have Congressman Seth Moulton, who came in today. He was the 19th person running. Joe Biden, we're into him, he would be the 20th. That's a lot of damn people. Yeah. And so I think, again, she's doing all these proposals, but they're not gaining traction because I keep telling people, only junkies right now are paying attention.
Yeah, it's not just that people aren't paying attention. It's who the media is actually paying attention to, right? And the media tends to be, picking out a specific darling of the month that they want to pay attention to. And right now, it's the mayor that they want to pay attention to. And throughout, it has seemingly been basically bouncing for the most part from one of the, male competitors to another. Honestly, the media hasn't given a whole lot of attention to the women candidates over an extended period of time, and certainly have not given attention to her, even though, as you rightly mentioned, I believe that she has been a lot more prolific than any of the other candidates currently in the race in terms of coming out with policy position after policy position after policy position. So they'd rather hear a mayor speak in platitudes without any specificity. They'd rather hear a Beto O'Rourke speak without any specificity as to policy than really listen to her sort of unpack all these different ideas. However, I kind of agree that once we get individuals on the stage where they really have to show their mettle in terms of the degree to which they understand the issues and what their specific ideas are, that's where you're going to separate those individuals who are in it because they want some sort of notoriety or they're trying to figure out how they're going to move to the next thing. From those individuals who really have something substantive to say and really can be a serious contender for the presidency.
Eugene, I kept telling people when Senator Kamala Harris announced, people were going, in the first 3, 4, 5 days. How dare you say she shouldn't be dropping policies? Because I said, nobody pays attention in the beginning. Hello, this Senator Elizabeth Warren is proving me to be absolutely correct. Right. You can go out there and you can drop 5, 10, 20 proposals, but the bottom line is this is the preseason of preseason. Yeah. This is not where people are really, really into it. We're now into the beauty pageant phase. How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Stuff like that. And that's where we are. She's doing a phenomenal job with her proposals, but the reason they're not catching fire is because where we are, political media and others, this is not what the emphasis is right now.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm supporting Senator Harris, but the thing is this. The media has a fixation on white male candidates. And so, literally, I wouldn't be shocked or surprised.
Because the media
are full of white men.
Are full of white men.
Yeah. And so, somebody like Pete.
But two white men.
But wait. Pete Buttigieg, right? No-name mayor from South Bend, Indiana, who just happened to throw his hat in the race for DNC chair a year ago. He has no real weight under his belt. He's problematic, has problems with the local black community in South Bend. Fired a black police chief. But the media has now deemed him the next best thing out of thin air. I mean, literally, they conjured him up the same way they conjured Donald Trump.
But what about his fundraising? And what about his
The fundraising came after the media blessing. The fundraising came after the media blessing.
Okay.
It came after the media blessing. They gave him all this glowing coverage, and then boom, he raises $7 million. He wasn't raising that money beforehand. He's never raised any type of money. He's never had this type of profile.
Are you bragging or complaining?
I'm complaining.
Kamala Harris
Because
can
the
raise
thing
a bunch of money.
The thing is, Kamala's been a statewide elected official about 16 years now. But when you look at the other women in the race, look at Elizabeth Warren, you look at Kristen Gillibrand, people who are actually qualified, people that actually have actual proposals, and compared to the media, the way they're treating Buttigieg,
being
it's crazy.
qualified has never been the litmus test. Let me tell you. Here's the thing. You and I and everybody on this panel, we intellectualize these politics and elections for the president as well as local, right? We are like a 1% or a fraction of 1% of the average number of voters who are actually going to cast a vote. It's who they like. It's always a beauty contest. Policies matter, and they matter to us because it affects our communities. But in the end, it's about who you like. Barack Obama went to Wall Street and told them he was going to raise their taxes, and he raised $2 million in one night. They just liked him. He connected.
Right.
And if they like you, you connect, you raise money, you get more media attention, you can win, and you can be dumb as a doorknob. Think about it.
But again, the point here is that what often happens is, we saw this with Amy Klobuchar, we saw this with Warren, we saw this with where all these stories on the women's temperament and how they got along with staff or whatever.
That's completely unfair.
No. I'm telling you what the stories were. And what I'm saying is, what you have is when you have largely white men who are controlling the political coverage, you have a difference in terms of how they cover candidates. I think that's what the issue is. You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.